Yo, what's going on, man? Thank y'all for tuning into another week of Last Sports Talk, where all the fun, the debates, the topics, the conversations, a whole another week of that, man. Thank y'all for tuning in. New episode just dropped last week. Shout out to my boy Rico, as always, for helping us with the platform, with all the setup that you see right here. Like I said, all me and Sean do is we just talk, man. The man, the myth, the legend behind the camera is Rico himself, man. So, you know, gotta give a quick shout out, man. How you doing there, man?
I'm doing good, you know. Draft has concluded. NBA playoffs this is what, second week.
Yep.
Lots going on, you know, a lot to cover. You know, I'm excited to give y'all updates on what we think and what's going on, you know, in the sports world.
Most definitely. And then also today's the last day of April.
It is.
Tomorrow's May 1st.
Stepping into a new month, the fifth one already of the year. And
how you feeling about that?
Birthday's coming up, actually, a week from today. You know, I don't look as old as my age is about to show, but, you know, I just got to give the man upstairs, you know, the thanks and the glory for, you know, keeping me alive to this point. So
it's all right, bro. You're part of the senior citizen club.
Listen, bro. We all got to get old, but, you know.
I don't know who's we.
We all got to get
French?
old.
You speak French?
We all got to get old, but, you know, it's a part of life. You just got to enjoy it day by day and cherish every moment that, you know, you have in this thing called life. So,
very true. You know, but as Sean had done said that the draft had concluded because last week, you know, it was a couple of days away from the NFL draft. And, you know, congratulations to all the young men out there that got selected that, you know, got their lives changed, that changed their family lives. Yeah. You know, even the people that didn't get drafted, you know, don't give up on chasing that dream to get to the NFL because there's a lot of ways to get there. You still got the XFL. You still got that. That's another way.
Even though it's, you know, currently in session, so you don't have to wait till the next following year.
True.
But, hey, keep grinding, keep training, keep staying in shape. You might get that phone call, especially when I've been hearing that, you know, this is a little bit off topic, but I've been hearing that Roger Goodell is proposing a new thing for the league, 18 games, two preseason, and 3 weeks worth of Super Bowl weekend festivities. And then, so that means now people don't have to worry about going to work the next day after the Super Bowl. People can get lit. Everything's about making money at the end of the day.
I get that. 'Cause I remember when they did it, the 17 games, and I remember like we kind of had a disagreement about that, and now you want to add in a whole nother I wouldn't say add one because like I guess he's thinking about adding another game, like you said. He wants to take away one preseason game and then add in an 18-game schedule.
And they're thinking about doing 2 bye weeks.
If you want to do that, do 2 bye weeks. If that's the case, because 1 bye week is not enough, bro.
Potentially, this is all just rough draft on paper. Nothing is going to bring to the committee or none of that. So
get them boys 2 weeks, man, because to take those hits week after week after
it's
week,
a lot on the body.
It's a lot on the body in practice, in the games. Not even that you play Sunday, Monday, Thursday. Now they're starting to implement holidays now, because they got deals with these other platforms like
Twitch and Amazon Prime.
Twitch, Amazon Prime, exactly. You know, dog, that's a lot, bro. 18 games.
It is. I mean, so the ordeal is what it sounds like is going to be is the first 9 games. Whoever the random team is, you're going to have a bye week within those first 9. And then the next 9, because now, like you said, it's 18 games now.
Exactly.
You're going to have a bye week floating somewhere within the last, I think the cutoff will be like by week 15.
It should be because 16, 17,
18 is you have there's no bye weeks. Everybody plays. And so that would be like the new kind of setup. I mean, listen, I'm all for more football, but at the end of the day, longer seasons, more injuries, more problems, especially in the playoffs.
Bingo.
We've seen what happened to our Dolphins diminished towards the end of the season. So it's a yay and nay for me, but, you know, we'll see what happens. I doubt this isn't going to be anything that's going to happen this season. This would probably be for future 2025 season, I would assume, but that is looming in the air, so there's something to look out for in the next, you know, year or so. But he did allude to it during the draft when they had like a quick little interview with him.
Like you said, I get that it is about money because at the end of the day, the NFL is a business. So whatever they can do to bring in more money, they're going to bring in more money. But still, you got to take these players' health into account because, I mean, it's not like it's basketball. You know, people do get hurt in basketball or like, you know, baseball or golf. You feel me? But it's literally like football. Even though they're trying to make the game safe, you're still getting hit every single week by like bigger guys, faster guys, stronger guys. So, you asking me to protect myself for 18 weeks plus the playoffs if I get there. And that's a whole nother 3 weeks on top of that plus the Super Bowl.
I also heard about could be a looming rumor, but this never came out of Goodell's mouth. But I heard that as another proposition, extending the roster size and even having a bigger practice squad. So instead of it being I think a practice squad can hold no more than 20, 30 players somewhere around there.
Because the regular squad is what, 53?
53 man roster.
Yeah.
So practice squad, they might be able to have more people on the practice squad as reserves due to those possible injuries going into such a lengthy season. So that's I guess would be the benefit of extending the actual game. So bigger roster size, especially on the reserve sides for those players who are practice squad players. So to have those extra players just in case as a safety blanket, God forbid anything.
Well,
But
I guess we'll see what happens within those talks. But just a quick thing before we get into the draft. I'm an anime head. And Demon Slayer season 4 is coming out very soon, and then also My Hero Academia season 7 is coming out very soon.
I need to catch up. I'm behind.
Yeah, you
very
definitely
much
need to catch up,
on
bro.
My
Because I've
Hero.
been telling you about this
but
for a
we
minute
catch
now.
up.
So any anime heads out there, just be on the lookout for Demon Slayer and for My Hero Academia. That's all I gotta say. One Piece is still going strong right now.
One Piece.
Bruh, really?
I just don't get it. Listen, at the transformation, the Gear 5 Luffy, congrats. He's still a bit off of, Ultra Instinct Goku, I ain't gonna lie. But we ain't gonna get too much into that. But at the end of the day, cool transformation. He's doing his thing. He's been causing clearly an uproar in the anime world, even on the internet. So
Exactly.
But
So why don't you
Dragon
go,
Ball Z
why don't
to
you
the
go
day I
ahead,
die.
Why don't you go ahead and
I'll
watch
leave it
One
at
Piece, bro? It's a journey, all right? Why don't you go ahead and
that.
watch
Not one bit. But y'all enjoy. No
Bruh,
hate. I know I
give
might
it-
get some One
give-
Piece haters trying to attack. Listen, Dragon Ball Z paved the way for every piece of anime that y'all see today.
Which is true.
I'm just gonna say that.
I
and
can
leave
get
it.
that, but still, bro, don't be disrespectful, dog.
Luffy and his boys. I wish y'all nothing but the best in y'all. 1,000 and something episode journey that y'all been.
Was it 1003 right now?
See,
Because
yeah.
I think I just started in 1002.
Fucking crazy.
Yeah, I think it's 1002. So I think
Outrageous.
they're almost at 1003. Bro, that's not even a lot,
Outrageous.
fam.
Akira Toriyama, God rest your soul. I wish he was able to make Dragon Ball Z 1,000 and something episodes long too. But
I mean, when you think about it, you put all of the Dragon Ball Z sagas and chapters all together. It's
it don't reach.
it's up there, bro.
It's probably maybe 500-600. It's probably 600 episodes.
Maybe 6,
so
7.
Dragon Ball Z was the longest manga or chapter, and it had 2. Because I ended up watching it recently from start to finish, and that was 280 something.
Yeah.
And Super is short. Super's $130.
Yeah, Super was like $140.
And Dragon Ball is another buck something, $150, $160. I
Yeah.
want to say.
So you got to add in GT as well too.
GT 60 episodes.
Yeah,
Little-
that's true.
Still nowhere near to 1,000. One series, mind you. There's no manga chapters are cut up. It's one series starting from episode 1 all the way to 1,000. How much years has it been running, right? Since
One
2000,
Piece?
what? 7? How long has it been started since One Piece started?
Oh, 1990 something.
But at least for the anime,
Oh,
the
yeah, well, around
American
that time, yeah.
version, I wouldn't say since the early 2000s, 2007, 2008, and it's now 2024, bro.
I mean, I watch dub. I watch sub
Yeah,
anyway.
you watch the sub.
Yeah, of course, I love sub. Sub is more better than the dub version. It gives more emotion, and more feeling to it.
Sub?
Yes.
Are you hungry? You watch the sub. I don't got time to be reading along, bro. When the
Exactly. So instead of you reading along, you can watch
when the
it.
dub comes out, let me know.
Bro, the dub's already out, fam. I don't care for the dub.
Not
though.
the new episodes. The new ones that y'all watching week to week.
Yes, bro. It's in sub, and that's much better.
Y'all can have
All right,
it.
so like I said, bro,
y'all
y'all
can
be on
have
the,
it.
y'all be on the lookout for the new season upcoming. All right, I just wanted to make that be known. But as Sean said, over to the NFL draft that just concluded.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of shocking moves that had to happen. We're not gonna go round by round because it's
Yeah, it's
7
too
rounds.
much,
So was
yeah.
it 253 players, obviously, but. We talked about this on the phone, and I'm still very much confused. Maybe you could help me understand it better. I mean, I'm not mad he got picked because at the end of the day, I knew he was going to get picked. It's just where he got picked to. Michael Penix Jr. going to ATL, which is I wouldn't say it's a head scratching move because I knew he was going to be picked. I knew he was going to be like a top 10 quarterback off the draft board. But y'all just signed Kirk Cousins to a boatload of money. So how long is Michael Penix going to sit until he actually gets to start? Mind you, Kirk Cousins is what, 35, 36?
Well, mid-30s for sure.
So is he going to play out this whole contract, or is he going to play 2 years roughly and then be like, okay, just dash away Kirk and then start Michael Penix?
So what I'm thinking right now, still not pro for this move like the front office decided to make. You did sign Kirk Cousins, 3 years, $100 and something million.
4 years, 180.
Oh, it's 4 years?
But 100 million guaranteed.
100 million guaranteed.
Yeah.
Big contract.
Very big contract.
I'm assuming because Kirk did tear his ACL or Achilles. It was Achilles.
Yeah.
Last year. Yeah, it's a backup quarterback, but there's no guarantee Penix is going to go out there and be the guy. And at the end of the day, if he does play great, you still have to pay Kirk Cousins
True.
XYZ amount of money.
Exactly.
At the end of the day. Whether you want him to sit behind Kirk for these years, Penix, to be honest, I'm going to be honest, like with this situation, Penix is the one, I doubt he wants to sit behind Kirk Cousins for, let's call it 3 years at least.
I think the most he wants to sit behind him is a year.
Yeah, for real. Like, he doesn't want to, he's at first round, top 10 pick.
Number 8.
So why would you go grab him that early too at the end of the day? Because he already had a lot of speculation with the injuries coming up. Right, mind you, Penix is a great player.
Oh yeah, for sure. Absolutely.
He had the most passing yards, I believe, above all the quarterbacks in FBS totality.
4,903.
That's video game shit. You feel me? So it's like the fact that he has eye-popping numbers. Obviously, he struggled with injuries in the past few years, but I think it was much of a reach for the Falcons. They could have definitely went defense because that defense is a bit scathed, and they do need some help on that side of the ball for sure.
True.
Kurt got a few weapons that he can do it. Even if they went offense, I wouldn't be mad at it.
I mean, but you already got Kyle Pitts there. You got Bijan Robinson there. They just picked up some other receiver too. That was it Mooney, Darnell Mooney from Chicago?
I think he's over there too.
He's over there as well too. So you already got some key pieces on offense already.
Yeah, so the fact that they kind of did reach and do that, it shocked everybody in the draft. Trust me. But hey, at the end of the day, you kind of it's a business, and obviously they're doing it for future purposes. Like the GM did explain why he did. He's like, listen, that Kirk's not going to be our quarterback forever. This is hopefully he can get us to the promised land within the next year or two, maybe 3. That roster, who knows? Yeah, the offense looks good, but at the end of the day, defense wins championships, and I'll stand by that. So we kind of have to just wait and see how that develops. But I know Kirk wasn't too happy about it, especially because he made a tweet right then and there. He's like, "Are you kidding me?" Like, he's not trying to show no shade to
it's not to Michael Penix. It's not his fault that because he didn't know where he was gonna get drafted. But still, like
as a quarterback, he's looking like, okay, you gonna get me some more weapons, or you gonna beef up the team a bit,
or the defense.
Yeah, exactly. So we can go get this Super Bowl potentially. Even though I still don't think they're gonna get to Super Bowl. To be honest, no disrespect to no Falcons fan, but
they could win the division. I could give them that.
They could,
because I think they was only like 2 games away from winning the division.
Them Bucks, they might.
Yeah,
they might do something this year. They might. They did lose They lose all their linebacking core though.
True.
I'm not gonna lie. The only person there is Devin White.
True.
Everybody, we got what's his name, Shaq Barrett and stuff.
Didn't Devin White leave too?
He left.
I'm not sure. I could have sworn Devin. I could be wrong. I could be wrong.
I know they did lose that trio between Shaq Barrett. I don't know if Devin White. There was another linebacker. What's his name? I can't remember his name right now. There was like a 3 trio of like 2 edge rushers and a middle linebacker that was just dominant.
I know they lost Carlton Davis, that cornerback as well too.
But at the end of the day, not so much of a great move. Atlanta Falcons. I could have definitely grabbed somebody that was even a tackle to protect Kirk.
Yeah, he went to Philly.
He went to Philly?
Yeah. That's why I was like, I knew Devin White left. Yeah, he went to Philly.
So y'all got no linebackers. The Bucks ain't got no linebackers for real. Bucks, I mean, they'll do what it do. Todd Bowles always kind of figures out a way with certain things, but
True.
Hey, that division, it's still honestly that division's wide open to me. Because even the Panthers, I don't think you should sleep on. They rejuvenated this
They added
offseason
some
too.
key pieces on over there on that
The only
offensive
team
side.
that's the weakest link will be the Saints in my eyes.
I mean, Derek Carr is solid. They just drafted Spencer Rattler in the 5th round. But okay, so my thing is this. Let me ask you a question. So let's say if you're Raheem Morris, right? Kirk Cousins plays his first year in Atlanta. They win the division, win a playoff game. They lose in the divisional round. Do you bring back Kirk Cousins to start next year? Or are you gonna throw Michael Penix in there?
And bring Kirk back. That's your first year, and you took me to the playoffs.
So let's say in the second year he does the same thing.
Atlanta
again.
hasn't been to the playoffs since Matt Ryan left.
Exactly. So let's say Kirk Cousins in his second year does the same thing again. So where does that's what I'm saying? So where exactly does that leave
All right,
Penix
so if you fall short at the same spot, you're talking about like literally fall
yeah,
short against
at
in
the
the
same
division
spot.
round.
Yeah, in the divisional round. So
Okay.
you win the division again, and then you win the first round, then you lose in the divisional round.
Okay. At that point, you got to see what are you missing? Because Kirk is a good quarterback. I'm gonna be honest.
He's
Mind you,
good.
before he got hurt, he was leading the league in passing and
And
touchdowns.
touchdowns, yeah,
until
he was.
Tua took over that position and carried on for the rest of the season. But he was on, let's call it like season high record pace for himself. So I would honestly, that would be a hard decision. That's why being a GM is a very hard, job at the end of the day. People might think,
coach.
because a lot of things rely on your shoulder. Okay, you have this quarterback. He's able to get you to the playoffs, win the first round at least, or somewhere.
Hell, I won a division back to back.
Or that too. Even winning a division, that's very hard to do, ladies and gentlemen, in football. Very much hard.
True.
Whether your division is very weak or not. But, I mean, it all depends on where Penix is at, like, as far as, like, performance. Because at the end of the day, we don't see everything what they see. Especially
True.
in the practice field and, film room and, like, how much is he really taking in the game and to, like, really, at some point, who knows? Might have to throw. It depends on Kirk's age too. Like Kirk starts bridging that gap with like late 30s, and he's starting to show some wear. Like he's not zipping the ball like how he used to and stuff.
yeah.
Like you might have to just, all right, Kirk, I'm gonna probably see if I can ship you off. Mind you, that deal. That's why that deal kind of really crushes them, because that deal holds a lot of weight, and a lot of teams aren't willing to take that, especially for an old man like Kirk Cousins. No disrespect, Kirk.
Yeah, but yeah, you are gonna be old. You're like
Yeah.
35, 36. So, I mean, it's just being realistic.
Yeah, that's kind of like my views on it. I would say like fall short the same year twice. I'm probably by year 3. Yeah, I'm throwing you in there, because he has to be able to like take the training wheels off and be able to,
I guess
give him a run. Hopefully, you don't plummet and Penix
true,
just
hopefully
shits
not.
the bed, and you just like you have to have a whole reset. And mind you, at the end of the day, you don't know what the pieces around Penix is going to be suitable for him, because he might need a certain type of receiver set, and because it all depends on what he's used to and what he likes as far as fundamentals and dynamics of players. You see what happens when they scrapped with the Dolphins and they went and got straight speed receivers. Tua went from here to here.
Yeah, that's true, because that's all he had at Bama. He had Jerry Jeudy, Devontae Smith.
Speed and route running.
You had
So-
those guys right there, Henry Ruggs. You had guys that could, Jalen Waddle, that could just fly out straight and go get the ball.
Yeah. So
But, I mean, at the end of the day,
he's not like a Brady. Like Kirk, I'm not saying he's Brady, but he can make anybody kind of look good, because he's one of those all-around quarterbacks who doesn't need certain. You could be a big body receiver that runs a 4.6, but he knows how to make it look good on TV.
and then
That
one
makes sense.
thing about Kirk gonna throw that ball. That's one
Yeah,
thing
he
about
gonna
Kirk. He
throw
gonna
that
throw
ball.
that ball.
So
But, at the end of the day, I know that it's normal to draft, a quarterback, depending on the situation that your franchise is in. Because at the end of the day, you need somebody to take over the franchise, and hopefully the guy that you draft will, take over that franchise. So at the end of the day, all we can just really do is just wait and see like how this unfolds. I am rooting for Michael Penix regardless, because like you said, he had a great year at
For sure.
Washington. Took them to the FBS National Championship game. They fell short against Michigan with that. That defense was just incredible, honestly speaking. But, we just going to have to see how that goes. And even what, like you said, in the division that they play in the NFC South with the Saints, the Panthers, and the Bucks, it's not a strong division. So
not.
they could possibly win it.
that was the weakest, literally, division of all of the football that year, if I'm not mistaken.
So they could possibly win it. I mean, you know, the Bucks did great. I think the Bucks won it last year. They did have a good season. They made it to the playoffs and lost in the they lost in the second round. Because they beat the Eagles in the first round. They lost to the Lions.
Barely lost to the Lions.
You know, even the Saints, they was like one game away. I think the last game of the season, it was like literally up for grabs between the both of them. Carolina just beefed up. You know, gave Bryce Young some weapons. So I'm hoping that this year too that he definitely jumps.
He's gonna make a leap
for sure. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. But you know, for Michael Penix, I mean, you know, all you can do is just wait until your number is called. That's it. Really, honestly speaking, that's all you can do. Is just, you know, you don't know when that day is gonna be.
I have a quick question for you.
Okay.
If Atlanta didn't grab Michael Penix, where do you think he should have went or could have went?
That's a tough one. I mean, Pittsburgh already got two QBs.
I was thinking Pittsburgh, but Pittsburgh already got two. They already got Russell, and then they already got Justin Fields waiting to touch that field.
I was thinking maybe Las Vegas. I was thinking maybe Las Vegas Raiders. Denver, potentially.
They end up getting Bo.
They end up getting Bo Nix. I wouldn't say that, no, not the Colts, because they already got Anthony Richardson, so they don't need him. The Titans got too much quarterbacks already.
It seems like they're just making a run with Levis, because he did play pretty good towards the end of the season.
Maybe the Jets, maybe, because Aaron Rodgers is 40.
Yeah,
he's 40 years old.
That would make more sense.
He is 40 years old, and he's basically on the end of his career. So maybe the Jets.
That would have made more sense to sit there and learn something from him for at least a year. At least you know his time is way less than Kirk's for sure.
I wouldn't say the Patriots, because even the Patriots made a head scratcher. They drafted two QBs. They drafted Joe Milton and Drake May.
What round did Joe Milton?
I don't even know what round Joe Milton got drafted in, but I just know for a fact that they drafted both
Drake
of
May
them.
was a good.
That was a good pick, because I know you already caught that one out already.
Yeah,
but
Drake May,
the Joe Milton one would kind of made me scratch my head as well too. But I'll get to that at later on. Other teams I can really think. No, Seattle is good.
He might be really good.
Seattle. They got Drew Lock and they got Geno Smith. Yeah, it's really tough when you're trying to look at it. I mean, Chargers got Justin Herbert.
It's hard to kind of think, 'cause I've been trying to like dissect and kind of rummage through like who else could have really used that quarterback, and they ended up just grabbing a quarterback they didn't need.
Maybe New Orleans, because I mean Derek Carr's like he's good, but he's like a 50-50 pretty much. Maybe New Orleans.
And he's up there in age too. He's like getting close to his mid-30s. He's not there yet. I don't think he's like probably 32.
He's
maybe
close. I don't know. I don't know.
It's a tough one.
It is a tough one.
Y'all can put in the comments who you think he possibly could have went to, but you know, Atlanta, that wasn't a great pick. You already invested so much money into the quarterback for this next 4 years to bring you to that promised land, and you could. Penix would have been there. I'm gonna be honest. Penix would have been there. I don't think he was a first round pick. Given the circumstance, if anything, he was gonna get picked before. Bo Nix probably would have slid and he would have been picked, because those were quote unquote the two weakest links in that first round as far as quarterbacks.
And there was 6 quarterbacks taken in that first round. 6 quarterbacks, and then 23 offensive players taken in that first round.
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Everybody's, bro, because. Somehow, obviously, you know, the Chiefs just do what the Chiefs do, but people are trying to really bolster.
The Buffalo Bills messed up by trading that pick to the Kansas City Chiefs. For them to trade up and get Xavier Worthy from Texas.
Something told me in my stomach, like, they're going to try to, because they've been.
Oh, my God.
Like, you traded away Tyree. Like, all right, bet. We're going to get somebody even faster. Mind you, Xavier Worthy's fast, but at the end of the day, speed can only do so much.
It can only do so much.
It's all about footwork, fundamentals, and hands.
So
we gonna see what happens. Not wishing down on nobody.
No,
but we
absolutely
gonna see
not.
what happens when he steps on that field. If he's really gonna, you know, all that glitters isn't always gold. So
true, which is true, because at the end, like Sean said, I mean, speed. I mean, I understand speed does kills, but at the end of the day, you need more than just speed. Like, I get that you can just. All right, if you just say go on the fly route or go on the seam route, you know, go on the post route, post corner, you can obviously beat your man to that spot. But you know, you got to be able to catch the ball. Not only catch the ball, you got to be able to get yards after the catch. You got to be able to, you feel me, you know, not fumble the ball or, you know, have so many drops.
Facts,
where it's gonna make, you know, you look bad and it's be like, damn, like, okay, did we waste a first round pick? But I'm very excited to see Xavier Worthy in that Kansas City offense.
I was
Also,
just like, I thought he was gonna slip. I'm not gonna lie. I thought he was really gonna seem like, okay.
I knew he was going to the first round, and my gut told me the Kansas City Chiefs was gonna get him. I don't know how.
I thought the Ravens was gonna slide and get him. Ain't gonna lie, because of the speed and you know they don't really have a speed burner like that. Other than you know what's his name?
Not Rashad Bateman.
Not Bateman. The one that
Duvernay.
Not Duvernay. The one that was just making plays last year. That was really now at this point they're number one for real.
Bro. I just had Zay
Flowers.
Zay Flowers. Yep.
Zay Flowers is obviously nowhere near as fast, but Zay Flowers is pretty quick
Zay
and he
had
got
a really
good hands.
year. He had a really good year last year.
So it's like that would have been a great compliment to him. Throw him in the slot, keep Zay on the outside. Well, Zay was running slot mostly.
True.
Last
Because
year.
Odell was on the outside and Bateman was on the outside too.
Like especially on like a 4-receiver set, that would have been pretty lethal with the two of them in the slot. But at the end of the day, he went to the Chiefs. Now they got Miko.
You got Miko, you got him, and you got Marquise.
And you have that what's his name, number 4,
Marquise Brown, Antonio Brown cousin. You got them two, and then
they do got Marquise
and Rasheed Rice, yes, and Travis Kelce just signed a 2-year extension to make him the highest paid NFL tight end. Shout out to you, Travis. I told y'all, bro. Tay finna get that man paid. I told Tay. Hey, Tay know what she doing, bro.
At this point, bro, I want the NFL to form an alliance. All 31 teams form an alliance.
Nope.
To stop the Kansas City Chiefs.
Three-peat.
Whatever y'all got to do
team in
to
NFL
support
history.
each other. Do the
first team in NFL history to go back to
They're
back
not doing it.
to back.
They're not doing it.
Watch.
They're not
You
doing
see how Usher did the watch this? You feel all right, bro. All right.
Put the clip in here, but he's not doing it though. They're not doing it.
All right, watching to see, bro.
I think because of how much history and weight it's gonna hold for real. The first team to three-peat.
What that mean?
They're not gonna allow it,
bro. What you mean that history is meant to be made? Records are. I wouldn't say records are meant to be broken because nobody ever done a three-peat. The last team to do a two-peat was the New England Patriots back in what 03, 04. So, bro,
they're not gonna allow it.
Fam, do you don't want to see that a three-peat?
I don't. I really don't. I'm gonna be honest with you.
This guy is so disrespectful, dog. What?
Patrick Mahomes, you can sit down. Like Rico said, sit down, book you a flight to Cancun, and chill out.
My boy Patrick don't fly on Spirit, all right?
Listen, he got money, so I'm sure he gonna be flying the best, or he probably take out PJ. But at the end of the day, we can cool out. You got 3.
We going back to Disney World after we win this three-peat. That's all I'm gonna say.
He don't need no more, bro. He can cool off for right now. Give somebody else a shot.
No, bro, they already had their shot last year. That was their fault. That wasn't our fault.
They're not winning it. Mark my words, they're not winning it. Somebody.
We're gonna wait till the season.
I don't care who else win it. Hopefully my Dolphins do. But I know it's much of a reach right now.
I would love for Miami to win the Super Bowl. That way I can get my $1,000.
How long you said until?
I gotta tell them 30, bro. I gotta tell them 30, bro.
No, it's possible.
It is possible.
It's possible.
And this is Tyreek's third year. So
he's on TikTok right now. Like as far as not the app, like time wise, because he keeps looming this retirement, you know.
But at that certain age,
yeah. So
we gave you a 4-year deal.
Now.
Yeah, we gave you a 4-year deal, bro.
This is his 3rd year in the deal.
Yeah, this is his 3rd year because the first year, I remember we lost in the playoffs to the Bills. The second year, we just got bounced out by the Kansas City Chiefs. So this is his 3rd year on that deal.
Time is ticking, like I said. Time is ticking. Without him, I guess our playoff hopes goodbye. And it's really hard to say that and sad to say that. But we need Tyreek Hill to get to that promised land. He is our playmaker on offense. Waddle's great at certain times too.
Waddle just has to stay healthy. That's the only thing I have with Waddle. He just has to stay healthy. He's the first Dolphins.
He gotta put on some weight. He gotta put on some weight for real.
The first Dolphins receiver to go, 3 consecutive seasons with 1,000 yards. So that's nothing to down about. At the end of the day, I love Jalen Waddle. I just need him to stay healthy because that 1-2 duo is.
I think that's when. So Dolphin fans, if y'all are here watching this, in the late rounds we end up taking 2 receivers.
Let me actually pull up the picks right now because I had them took a screenshot of it. We had Chop Robinson in the first round.
Great pick. I think we should have got a premier tackle, but I'll still take. We were weak on the edge rushing side. I ain't gonna lie, especially with two of our edge rushers coming off Achilles or ACL tears. We needed the insurance for sure. So
And
great
then
pick.
we got an offensive tackle, Patrick Paul.
Don't know who he is, but I hope he's supposed to be Armstead's replacement. So Armstead, teach him everything you know.
We got a running back, Jalen Wright. Damn, that's like 5 Jalen's on the team?
Yeah,
4
3.
Jalen's? My God.
4 Jalen's.
Jalen Ramsey, Jalen Waddle, Jalen Phillips, and Jalen Wright. Why I feel like we had another Jalen? I don't know. Edge rusher, Mohamed Kamara.
Great film too.
Yeah, I seen his film. He's actually really nice. The wide receiver you talking about, Malik Washington.
Great. He literally reminds me of like a. I'm not gonna say a stretch and say Debo, but he gives me he's short. He's small though. He's 5'8".
True.
So he's almost like a Steve Smith
Type of guy.
type of guy. He has great hands, smart, like shifty. You know, he's a slot killer. I don't even want to say I throw him on the outside for real, because nowadays.
Nah, I need a big body on that outside.
We don't have no big body.
I know
receivers.
we don't wait. Dog.
I don't know what they're doing. I thought we was going, but then again, apparently we're talking to some free agents right now, so we might get some kind of good news coming within a few weeks to months.
We got Patrick McMorris.
I don't know who he is. I looked at his film; it was pretty mid. I think that was a reach.
And then the last receiver, Taj Washington.
He's good. He's actually the number 1 receiver for USC. I looked into it.
Really?
He had like 1,200 yards, 9 touchdowns.
Wow.
It was literally one of Caleb's little slot targets.
Favorite target? Oh, I thought it was Brendan.
You see where he got drafted? He got drafted before Brendan. No disrespect to you, Brendan.
No
Jerry
disrespect,
Rice.
Brendan. Nah, no disrespect to Brendan, because even RG3 was like, he don't know how Brendan fell so far.
That was disrespectful.
into the draft, dog.
I'm not gonna lie. There's a lot of
That's why I said
old heads, offspring that were also in the draft, and Frank Gore Jr. undrafted. He's ended up getting signed by the Bills as an undrafted free agent. As Vlad alluded, Brendan Rice, 7th round pick by the Chargers.
I mean, I also want to give a shout out to Dion, because a couple of players did get signed to NFL teams as well too, and also a couple of FAMU players also got signed as well too.
Musa got a Bucks.
Got a Bucks. Isaiah Major, I seen he got invited to one. Marcus Riley just signed with the Jets. So we had a couple of players from FAMU that also
shout out to y'all.
So shout out to y'all as well too. Definitely want to give FAMU some love for sure, most definitely. But yeah, bro. I mean, even with the Dolphins picks, I mean, like I said, our main focus right now is obviously beefing up that offensive line, because offensive line was definitely nicked up a lot this year. Like we went through a whole rotation pretty much. We lost Christian Wilkins, so we definitely had to fill in that spot. Well, we got to try to fill the best spot that we can. We let go of X, so definitely need another corner on the opposite side of Jalen Ramsey.
He still ain't signed either.
No, still ain't signed either. We let go of Van Ginkel as well too. Jerome Baker is out of there. I mean, we did pick up some guys as well too. The one from Seattle that you told me about.
Oh yeah.
So I don't know, bro. We'll see what happens. Like you said, I mean, it's Tyreek is on the time bomb right now. So we'll see what happens this season, bro. I mean,
we have to this year, and no disrespect, I'm not wishing downfall on nobody, but I'm kind of content and somewhat a little bit happy. I don't want to say I'm wishing on nobody's downfall. I'm gonna say this again, but right now we got Tua playing on that option. It seems like so far, like I said, it's still early to call.
Jalen Waddle's on playing. They just picked up Jalen Waddle option,
so we got him
Jalen
for an extra year,
and Jalen Phillips option year as well too. So we got both of them for an extra year
2025. So
yeah,
which is great, but hopefully, first off, we need to secure Waddle's deal, because that wide receiver market is looking pretty pricey. So.
AJ Brown just got paid, and Amon-Ra St. Brown just got paid. Shout out to the both of y'all, bro. Now they're the 2 top highest paid. Then it's Tyreek after that. So if you're gonna lock up Waddle, boy, and if he has another 1,000-yard season, 4,000-yard seasons, yeah.
And it's like, okay,
talk is cheap, bro. So show me the money.
Because if Reek is really all in all, is like, yeah, man, I'm gonna call it quits. Which I don't know. I don't Reek
think
has so much left
quits,
in the tank. I think he can probably sign another 2-3 year extension, hopefully with us, and doesn't runs back to KC to go ring chase.
I mean, Reek said he felt like the little brother just watching them boys on TV win the Super Bowl. That's what he said, bro. He said, I feel left out, bro.
They've picked up 2 after he left.
They find ways to
Effortlessly.
win. They find ways to win, bro. As long as you got Andy Reid
I know he's sick.
right there, bro. Like
he's sick.
Andy Reid gonna figure it out. He gonna figure. Yes, they do. I ain't gonna lie. They like you seen how they was struggling without Tyreek because Tyreek is a dynamic player.
And that's where they got Worthy.
But at the end of the day, they gonna figure it out. And you see Patrick Mahomes, he didn't take as many deep shots as he once did. He was taking what was given to him,
yeah.
eating up those yards.
I'm scared Worthy might become something diabolical on that field, and
Probably might.
we
Bro.
can
Bro, like, oh fuck it, Xavier's down there somewhere.
listen. And all that speed, like you said, you already got
Miko,
Hollywood over
you got
there.
Hollywood, and now you got
That's three.
That's three.
4-3
Xavier
on 1-4-1 quotable
and
guy.
Rice ain't slow either. Now I ain't saying he as fast as them boys, but Rice got some pep in his step.
Listen, it's a head scratcher, but I'm not gonna stress it. We'll figure it out when the time comes.
Yeah, we'll figure out when the time comes. But moving
well, they
on.
will. Thank God.
Oh
We
yeah,
ain't
well
played
they
them
will.
this
Yeah,
year.
yeah, that's true.
We don't play them this year. Hopefully, we don't see them in the playoffs neither. But
3 times, Patrick. Just saying. But yeah. So moving on over to basketball, NBA playoffs. You know, last week we was on this show, and then I'm gonna get to everything that's going on, but I wanted to give you your props because I know when Sean said that Minnesota was gonna beat Phoenix 4-1, and I looked at him like he was crazy, and them boys ended up getting swept. OKC
that was nice
ended
to
up
give them the 4-1. Ain't gonna lie.
OKC ended up sweeping New Orleans as well too, which was honestly expected. I had them boys. I had them
Once
boys
Zion
sweeping
went
them out.
down, it was done for.
Yeah, it was
We
done
need
for.
Zion.
So right now, I think Philly is out of there, bro. Not gonna lie to you. Well, it's 15 seconds left. It's 97-94. Philly's losing by 3.
It's done. They're out of there.
Orlando is tied up right now with Cleveland, 57-57.
7.
And then the Bucks and the Pacers are at 9:30. 3-1, 3-1, and then 2-2. Last night game, obviously, we played. I know you don't really want to talk about it, but let me get something off my chest before I let him go, because I do want to talk about the Lakers game too. Miami, have you no shame? We lost to a milk dud named Derek White. Jason Tatum played like crap. He only scored like 20 points. Jaylen Brown played like crap. He only scored like 17. Porzingis hurt his calf, so he left the game. Drew Holiday didn't really have a fancy game, neither did Al Horford. Derek White was the best player on that court offensively and defensively. And it really hurt my heart to see Messi over there at the game. And Messi probably thinking, damn, these boys suck. Messi like,
Messi's doing his thing on that soccer field in Miami.
Messi like, this is what I came to the game for.
And he took the time out to not be in his mansion watching the game and came there to support y'all, and that's what to show you. Mind you, y'all home. Y'all played worse home than you did in Boston, which is abysmal to me.
That game too, we shot 23 threes. I get it. If you lose one game at home, cool. We could tie it 2-2. But to lose both games at home, Derek White had 38 points, 8 threes? Nah, bruh.
Why can't Tyler do that? I'm not gonna lie to you. Before I even stepped into that realm, which I'm going to, I know I was talking about this earlier before, we started, but the help. We already knew Jimmy was, he's banged up, but Terry Rozier. Tomorrow you guys play again, Game 5. It's already been confirmed you're not playing again.
I told you they was
I didn't know
losing in
nothing
5.
about no neck injury until nothing was said about no you had no sore neck or stiffness. Nothing was said until the playoffs begun.
This man finna say the icy hot, bruh.
So now you're telling me this is playoff basketball. Win or go home. Your team needs you. They're fighting for their life, especially Bam Adebayo, every night. And you gonna tell me you have neck spasms. You can't slap an icy hot patch on the back of your and go out there and give us 20? Is that what you... No, bro. Real talk. Real talk.
Bro, the man hurt, bro.
No, I'm hurt, bro. I'm hurt. I have to sit there every night and watch my team get slaughtered.
Bruh.
Icy hot. You can buy them at your nearest Walgreens or Walmart.
That's your nearest convenience store.
Man, listen, bro. Boston, y'all got this one. But we will be back.
Oh, my God.
Tomorrow night, just quietly put us out of our misery, send us packing back to Cancun for the summer, and we'll see you guys back again in October.
I told you we was losing in 5. I told you that, bro.
I mean, he did say potentially might have been a sweep. I said we'll get 1. I really wanted 2. I really wanted 2, which I thought we was gonna get in Miami, but clearly Derek White had other plans.
He definitely had other plans.
I don't like how we begin. Why can't we do that? I mean, granted, we did game 2. We did show up Boston game 2 with them threes, but come on,
but like
bruh.
you said, but after those that 23 threes performance, which was a franchise record, by the way.
Everybody
Game 3,
was
you
splashing.
thinking game 3 and 4, we coming back to the crib. We in our home crowd. We got the 305 jumping at the Casilla Center.
I literally texted. I felt good. I was like, bro.
I'm like, bro,
we might be able to do something. Shit, me. We got blown out.
3-1.
At one point, it was up 30. I couldn't even bear to watch it. I had to just track the score on my phone.
This was sad to try to score.
Listen, nothing else to say. Terry Rozier, disgusted. I'm sorry. I know you in pain, brother, but sometimes they pay you millions of dollars. You'll be all right.
This man said you'll be all right. Really, bro? How you know he'll be all right?
Now we got no Hammy tomorrow too? Yeah.
Yeah, Hammy's out.
Let's go ahead and don't even play Bam. Just go ahead and put all the bench players in and just let them get the last run. You don't even want to risk Bam getting hurt and then having a lengthy recovery off season.
I mean,
Tyler, it was great knowing you, brother, but you will be traded this off season.
Do you get rid of Tyler this off season?
If a crystal bald head ass just scored 38 points on us last night in hostile territory effortlessly. And quote unquote, it was really on Tyler for real.
Oh my God.
Because Tyler was running point.
Yeah.
And Derek White runs point.
Yeah. So that is technically his man.
Enough said, bro.
And Derek White was doing it on both offense and defense last night. That's why I said he was the best player on the court last night.
It's crazy, bro. I couldn't believe my eyes, bro. Mind you, last year he pulled off the undeniable because we were supposed to close out that series.
Bro, don't even remind me about that game, dog.
In that little fillet.
Don't even.
0.000 seconds on the clock.
And we had to go back to game 7 2 Boston. Thank God we won that game
because of Caleb.
We was on the verge
Martin.
of making the wrong side of NBA history.
Caleb Martin. If anything, make sure y'all keep Caleb. Caleb Martin has been very consistent. He gonna give you at least 20 points. And once you give him his minutes, he gonna give you at least 20 points.
Highsmith was pissing me off last night too.
He can go. They say it's really his defense is why he's there, but he can go. We need offense when it matters.
Highsmith was pissing me off last night too, bro.
He can go. I'm gonna be honest, but listen, Tyler Hero, it was great doing business with you, brother. Hopefully, we can get about a future first and a star player, but it's not working out here in Miami, my friend. It's not working, and right now, Jimmy. His time is also on TikTok right now. So,
yeah, because Jimmy's 35.
So,
and like I said, I give Bam a lot of credit.
Is this his last year's contract? Isn't it?
I think it might be.
So now we gotta probably sign him, hopefully for another 2-year deal.
Years,
Hopefully.
Like I said, I give Bam a lot of credit because Bam did carry a lot of the load this year. He did. Bam did carry a lot.
Every night, Bam is giving you 25 at least.
A double-double. Religiously.
Y'all gotta help him, bro.
Religiously.
Bam cannot be the number one scorer. I'm sorry, he cannot. We're never gonna win. And that's why we lost in the final. Bam was the number one scorer.
Yeah.
He cannot be the number one scorer. He has to be the second to third option to give you those points. And he will do that. But he cannot be the number one.
It worked for the other team, but it didn't work for the Nuggets. And that leads into my next point. I mean, now we got the Timberwolves and the Nuggets that's already set up already.
Go Wolves.
You got the Wolves?
Remember I told you the only team right now that could really step toe-to-toe with them? I'm glad. I didn't even realize that was going to be the next matchup.
No, that is the next matchup. It's already set. So, I got
Wolves.
It really
Wolves
does.
in 6.
I got the Nuggets in 7. And it really does rely on Jamal Murray's health. I'm not going to lie, because depending on that calf, really depends on that calf. But the Wolves do have something that the Lakers didn't have, and that's Cat and Rudy that could defend Jokic.
Telling you,
Jokic is still gonna be Jokic at the end of the day.
He ain't getting them 20 boards like he might get like 10, 15 on a good night.
But 20
boards, you can't be having no man grab 20 boards and expect to win the game.
Like 25 points and 20 boards is ridiculous, bro. And like 10 assists.
AD, that's why AD got hurt. AD is exhausted.
AD is exhausted.
The box had that big ass dude, suburban or whatever his religion is, no disrespect, but
Well, I mean, that's where he's
harsh.
from.
Serbia.
Yeah.
Serbia.
I don't want to mess with them boys. You see that Jokic? You see the Jokic brothers?
And I ain't see his brothers. They just as big.
Bro, they're bigger than Jokic, fam.
Listen,
All right.
I don't want no smoke, boys. But listen, at the end of the day, the Lakers. They did all they could. You can see in Bron's eyes,
So what did you think about that game last night, bro?
They did all they could. They played it wasn't their best performance, but they played up until the wire, as you could see, and little miscues. And I think also second chance points killed them. That's why I said with the boards, it can't happen. Jokic got quite a few offensive boards. I want to say anywhere probably 5+.
Michael Porter Jr. had a good game yesterday as well,
I didn't
too.
know how nice he was
Bro,
until I watched
I told you that, but I've been telling like Michael Porter Jr. He's nice, bro.
He
Like
missed 4 shots and he made 6 threes.
outside of Jokic and Jamal, because that's like the head of the snake right there. Those
The
two.
top 3, yeah.
You still Aaron Gordon, like literally the other night
Defense.
had like 28 points or something like that against the Lakers. Michael Porter Jr. is really nice. KCP is really nice. I know that their bench is not as deep as it used to be last year, but they have a great supporting cast around them.
They're problematic, bro.
Christian Brown, I like him. He's really nice.
They're problematic. And that's why I said the only team right now that has the youth, stamina, and the body to deal with that kind of team is the Timberwolves. And I was looking at they split the season series
They did.
twice in the last 2 years.
2-2.
So
2-2.
this is why this is going to be the best second round of all the series that's currently going on. So that man, Edwards,
Anthony. That dude right there is the
Different.
truth, bro.
different.
That man right there is the truth.
He sent
dog.
KD,
Devin Booker,
and
and
Bradley
Bradley
Beal.
Beal.
You didn't even call him Beal. Beal didn't even do nothing. No,
Bro, the man,
Beal didn't do
Bill
nothing.
did do something, bro.
Beal was just
Bill did
there.
do
He was in the
something.
corner
No,
just
bro, Bill
watching
did-
the whole series happen.
Bill did something. All right.
Between KD and Booker,
Bradley Beal fouled out the game. He did do something. Continue.
Anthony Edwards single-handedly sent them packing. So I hope them boys enjoy their vacation. KD, I'm going to be honest, brother, that's not a good fit. You need to get up out of there as soon as you can.
I don't know how he gonna get up out of it because, like I said, KD's there until what 2026, 2027.
He signed a 3-year deal?
Something like that. Devin Booker's
Ask
there
for a
for
trade.
Devin Booker's has the same thing.
Derek
And
Booker's
Bradley,
going to live there for the rest of his career. I'm going to be honest.
and Bradley Beal has a no trade clause.
Really?
Yes, he has a no trade clause. So you're stuck with this team. You're literally stuck with this team. And as you said off camera, Frank Vogel asked for a point guard, and the front
same.
office denied it. They said no.
That's what the missing piece. The ball wasn't facilitated properly, and certain things wasn't like it looked dysfunctional. Yeah, they was putting up points, and sometimes it would give the Timberwolves a little bit of a run and a nudge, but it was nothing for them to take a timeout, shrug that off, and go on another scoring run and extend out the lead. Like I watched that whole series almost, and they were no match. No match.
And even going back to the Lakers game really quickly last night, just really quick, because as you said, like the Lakers did everything that they could, but I'm still just very much confused about the whole challenge and timeout situation, because I thought that if your challenge is successful, that you don't lose a timeout. Now Ernie did say that the Lakers did challenge previously in the game, and Austin did tell me that too, that they challenged previously. So if you challenge again, you lose a timeout, but it makes no sense though. How do you have a successful timeout? I mean, a successful challenge, and you lose a timeout because you went 3 minutes basically without a timeout. Denver had 2 timeouts left in the game, so they was not going to waste those timeouts.
Nope. I mean,
You could, if you had a timeout, you got 3 seconds left. You call a timeout, you advance the ball. You could at least get a playoff in 3.6 seconds. Of
course.
Bro. But now you got to go full court in 3.6 seconds. Come on, dog. Come on, bro. I mean, overall, still a great game though, because y'all boys didn't get spanked. They didn't get spanked, but still, man.
at least they didn't get swept. I
Yeah,
mean,
they didn't get swept. 4-1.
I think if they somehow managed to win that game and they brought it back to LA, that game could have gone. It could have gone to 7.
It could have.
Because I think they was gonna go to LA and take care of business for real.
And then come back to
Come
Denver
back
for
to Denver
game
for Game
7.
7. But yeah,
I mean, where do you really go from here? I mean, I don't know where you go from here. I know when Rico said to fire Darvin Ham,
he's gone. I'm gonna be honest.
and even then, like he said, well, let me read this quote that he said really quickly. He said, "It's amazing how people just skip that core part of having a consistency with your lineup. It's all predicted on health and performance. If you're coaching a team and one of your starters is like 10 games in a row just shitting the bed, what are you going to do?"
What was he talking about?
I don't know. You tell me who he was talking about. I mean, I have a feeling I knew who he was talking about, but
D'Lo?
yeah, that's who I feel like he was talking about. I could be wrong, but
does D'Lo even start? Does he start? He's in the
his
starting
D'Lo
lineup.
started. Yeah, he's in the starting lineup.
D'Lo's very much icy hot, more so on the freaking icy and not the good icy. Even though I know he was one of the trends for the ice in the veins.
He don't got the ice in his veins no more?
That shit's gone. Long time ago. Long time ago. I think his peak was when he was... His peak somewhat started when he was playing in LA with Kobe, and then he transitioned to Brooklyn. He still had it going on.
Well, Brooklyn is where he rejuvenated his career.
Yeah.
Because that first stay in LA did not go well at all. Mm-hmm. And then he came to Brooklyn, and he just rejuvenated his career, and then he came back.
He went to Minnesota.
Yeah, and then that's when he was really good.
Like, you know, but hey, man, I see them shots you throwing, Darvin, but at the end of the day, all you can do is coach. You can't go out there and, you know, obviously these players are going to make you as good as they play, pretty much. As good as they play is how they going to look.
I mean, at the end of the day, LeBron will be 40 next year. AD, this is going to be him and LeBron's 7th season together.
I don't know how true that is. LeBron's going to opt out and weigh his options.
I mean, me personally, I feel like...
He's not winning in LA, bro.
Whatever the case may be, I feel like next year would be LeBron James' last year in the NBA. Because Bronny said that he's going to go to the draft. So obviously, whatever team drafts him, obviously,
I think that's what it's going to be.
So he's going to play that 1 year with his son, and I'm done. I'm out of here. No, literally, because what more do I have to give to the game, bro?
Yeah.
I got 4 chips. I'm the leading scorer in NBA history. I got 40,000 points, 11,000 rebounds, 11,000 assists.
That's
you
crazy.
Feel me? I mean, I won with 3 different franchises. You know, I'm in the GOAT debate. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, what else?
It ain't no debate for real.
Well, it ain't no debate because LeBron is our GOAT. We already done said that already. But at the end of the day, it's like, what else do I have to prove? I don't got to give nothing else to the game of basketball. Mm-hmm. I gave literally I gave 22 because it's gonna be 22 next year. And his year 21, he played
good.
He played exceptional.
He played
AD played 90% of his games,
finally,
which was the first time in Lakers history that he did that with the Lakers. Austin Reeves played all 82 games. I think D'Lo played all 82. Or he probably missed a few, maybe, but. Yeah, bro. I mean, they just happened to run into the wrong team.
Yeah.
You should have lost against the Pelicans and have OKC in the first round. I feel like that would have been a fight, but I feel like they could have beat OKC.
They could have. Because due to the experience and just like how they are as a team, especially with like towards the end of the game, Lakers, they can know how to win a game, but sometimes they know how to just lose it, especially the Heat. Not to like throw them in there right now, but like when it comes towards the game, that's when they kind of struggle. It can really be really good for them or be really bad.
True.
Because they had the lead, they had the momentum, and the momentum shifts in sports is just the wickedest thing.
And bro, Denver, I think they felt like this Denver team was the 2020 Denver Nuggets in the bubble, and this is not that Denver team.
That's what he was.
This
playing
Denver
like.
team is a whole lot better and a whole lot deeper than that 2020 team.
Jamal Murray is just a lethal man. How you do that to a franchise twice?
Game 2 and Game 5.
Same type of style, same type of move. With the fadeaway to the side, and you just...
My God.
This time around, it was, 3 seconds left on the clock? The other one, there was nothing left.
3.6 seconds. That Game 2, yeah, literally over AD. I don't know how he got that shot off.
They pushed AD straight into the bench. And
move.
AD, I know AD was... If it was me, I'm sorry. I'm socking somebody. You ain't pushing me.
This man said you ain't pushing me, bro.
Because at that point, I'm ready to discuss it. Now I have to watch this man shoot a game-winning jump shot over me on ESPN for the next couple days until we play again. Oh, bro.
But, hey, man, all we can do is just see how the rest of these playoffs go. Obviously, like I said, OKC won 4-0, so they're just waiting between the Mavericks and the Clippers. That's 2-2 right now. The Wolves and the Nuggets already set.
Can't wait for that.
On the Eastern Conference side.
That's Saturday, right?
Yeah. On the Eastern Conference side, Boston up 3-1. Cleveland and Orlando 2-2. Indiana won the last game, so they're up 3-1 against the Bucks. They're playing right now. And then Philly and New York, which is 3-1. And they went into overtime, by the way, as well, too. 16 seconds left, 108-106. Philly's up by 2 points.
Come on, New York.
Come on, Philly.
What you want, Philly, man? Listen.
Come on, bro. Philly was supposed to make this shit 2-2, bro.
Listen.
But Jalen Brunson had a hell of a game. Like Jalen Brunson had what, like 40 points and 10 assists. Jalen Brunson went stupid last game. I ain't gonna lie.
Nice.
I gotta give him his credit.
Jalen Brunson's nice. He was probably one of the best. Listen, he emerged 2 years ago with the Mavericks in that playoff run they had, and since then he's been the talk of the town as far as one of the top, at least call him a top 15 player right now in the league.
He hasn't looked back. I wouldn't be mad if New York win this series though, because New York do need something positive over there. So I wouldn't be mad if they win it. I mean, there's a couple of seconds left, so shit, who knows? Probably
They ain't gonna win it all.
They're not gonna win it all. The series, yeah.
The series, yeah.
But depending on who you run into the next round, well, it's gonna be Indiana or Milwaukee actually, because I just seen how the matchups lined
That'll
up.
be a good matchup. I think Indiana might have them beat though.
Well, Indiana's down 3-1 right now, so they gotta win basically 3 games to tie it 3-3. And Dame is out with like an sore Achilles or something like that. No, Milwaukee.
Oh, Milwaukee's down.
Yeah, Milwaukee's down. Yeah.
I thought you said
No. Well, I mean, they're playing right now too. It's 16-14. And then 110-106, Philly and New York. 16 seconds left.
Okay, Philly look like they
might come back to Philly.
They might.
Them boys probably might come back to Philly.
Well,
Orlando's losing by 5 in the third quarter, 75-70. That probably might be a 7-game series.
That's gonna be a 7-game series. I told you they're not gonna just.
Yeah, you did tell me that too.
Brush them boys. Orlando's nice.
Orlando is nice, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
They were what? 4th or 5th? That's 4 and 5 going against.
That's 4 and 5. Yeah.
I think they were 5th. Yeah.
Orlando was 5. Yeah. Cleveland was 4.
Orlando ain't no chump like they used to be.
No,
you used to be able to check them off the schedule.
That's true.
No more.
Check.
No more. Banchero and Wagner.
Yeah, bro. Wagner was the one that really stepped up the last game. I ain't gonna lie. Paulo ain't really have a good game last game, but Wagner.
But you need stuff like not every night is gonna be your night.
True.
Back in even the days before, we can't even really talk too much on it. But as far as what my old folks used to tell me, when Pippen ain't hitting, Jordan's doing it. And when Jordan ain't doing it, Pippen's splashing.
True.
So it's like
they complement each other.
You know me?
But yeah, man. So we just going. Well, it looks like Philly got this one. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. It's 8 seconds left. It's 110-106. I think Philly got this one.
Play.
Yeah, I think Philly got this one, bro.
They probably got it.
I think Philly got it. But, we're going to leave it off at that. We're going to go ahead and give your shout-outs before we dip up out of here.
It's a lot of sports. Like I said, it's ramping up. Playoff time is always the best time. Any kind of sports. Shout-outs to my Panthers, Florida Panthers. You did your thing. Y'all closed out the Tampa Bay Lightning. No disrespect to Tampa. Still part of Florida. Still hometown at some point.
Bro, there ain't one player on that damn team, bro.
Shout outs again. Shout outs to God. Shout outs to you, Vlad. Shout outs to Rico. For I'm glad to be on the episode again, and keep doing this thing that we love so much. And Heat. Terry Rozier.
Bro, leave the man alone,
better.
bro. You already got on that. Leave the man alone, bro.
Do better.
Stop being a bully, dog. Get it better, Terry. All right, get it better. But shout out to God first and foremost. Shout out to my brother Sean over here. As he said, his birthday in a couple of days, so I do want to wish my brother happy early birthday.
Appreciate it.
For sure, the senior citizen club.
Listen, I'm young and still pure. All right. Thank you. Carry on.
Anyways, definitely like Sean said, shout out to the Panthers as well too for beating Tampa today. Even though I'm not a huge hockey fan, unlike some people over here trying to be.
Once it's part of Florida, I support. Shout out to y'all. At least that's the one team right now I'm gonna look forward to.
Win this Stanley Cup and we'll talk. But just shout out to everybody out there, the listeners and the viewers and everybody that. Make sure y'all like, y'all comment, and subscribe. And then we're gonna be back again next week. Hopefully we got more teams moving on into the second round, and we'll see what happens from there. Appreciate y'all. See y'all next episode.